Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Universe 11 category for the build of the week. Now you might be wondering, but hey, there's literally only enough units in the Universe 11 category to make a single team. And yes, you are correct. So there's not much of a build that can go on. But I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about why the Universe 11 category is kind of the poorer decisions, or one of the poorer decisions Dokkan has made in regards to some categories and the way they handle things. So obviously they have a Universe 6 category, they have a Universe 7 category with reps of Universe 7, and they have a Universe 11 category. But the thing is by doing so, they really structurally left the Universe 11 team to really struggle. See, Universe 11 does not have a lot of characters that represent a high amount of friction within the show. For example, Universe 6 characters appear 3 times in the show. The baseball filler section, the Champa tournament where Hit is introduced. Hit appears numerous times throughout the show as well. Not to mention they also appear during the Tournament of Power. So this is kind of multiple occasions where you see Universe 6 appear. Universe 11 on the other hand really only appear once. And Universe 11 themselves are, genuinely speaking, not shown a lot on screen. They have 2 main characters that are kind of displayed alongside, I guess, Dispo, and then you have the rest of them who are just kind of there. Now Universe 11 as a category actually isn't too bad. It's for what it's got pretty nice synergy. Jiren has a good linking partner in the form of LR Jiren. Toppo has a great linking partner in the form of Toppo and the Pride Troopers. They have a really good free-to-play unit in the form of Castorel. Dispo's a little bit left field, he's not so great. But Margarita or Margarita is a fantastic support in her own right. So it's not like the team has nothing. The team weirdly has some pretty good units. The problem is that these units were great about a year and a half ago, whereas they struggle to get updates because of how few units there are in the category. If you look at things like Universe 6, every time there's a Kale and Caulifla, you can upgrade 2 or 3 other units. World Tournament Kales, World Tournament Cauliflas, Keflas, etc. Whereas with Universe 11, you're going to need to upgrade pretty much all of them at one time. You're going to need to upgrade LR Jiren, you're going to need to upgrade Strength Jiren, you're going to need to Easy A Toppo, you're going to need to bring out a Toppo God of Destruction, you're going to need to bring out another Dispo, you're going to need to Easy A Castorel. There's so much you need to do to bring the team up to speed. Now of course this can all be remedied within one celebration, one big Universal Survival Saga celebration, and Universe 11 can be fixed. But it's a great sign or a great example of where creating categories doesn't always mean a good thing in Dokkan. And in reality the Universe 11 units are always going to be better off left as components of a greater Universal Survival Saga team. That's why when you have such limiting passives, like in Toppo, who's a fantastic unit but requires you to have 3 other Universe 11 category characters to really make his build kind of function really well. And this is just incredibly limiting on him, because as these units age, a unit like in Toppo, who's weirdly still really strong, will not age well with the category at all, because he relies on having other units. Now Tech LR Jiren has completely aged out due to the simplicity of his passive, whereas Strength Jiren has also aged out due to the simplicity of his passive. And so in reality the category is just kind of left in limbo as it struggles to find its identity. Now I do think the category, for what it's worth, is a lot of fun. I think there's a good SBR team here. Some of these units have some really interesting mechanics. Castorel's a great free-to-play stacking unit for a USS team. Toppo, the Int one, has Guard, which is fantastic. And the Strength Toppo is a pretty good floating support, especially when his damage reduction activates. But generally speaking, these units, like I said, represent a better component as a part of Universal Survival Saga as a whole, rather than running them as their own separate category. Like, yes, you can run them as their own separate category, but it's really just not something I would suggest doing, because at the end of the day, it's just not really that effective. Rather, using them as components within the Universal Survival Saga team is better. That's it from me. Bye.